পৃষ্ঠা 283 continued. Correction of errors. Tense. Find the errors in the sentences and correct them. 1. I am playing football most weekends. I play football most weekends. 2. His English improves day by day. His English is improving day by day. He is suffering from fever since last Sunday. He has been suffering from fever since last Sunday. 4. It is raining for an hour. It has been raining for an hour. 5. He has arrived here yesterday. He arrived here yesterday. 8. 6. I came here just now. I have come here just now. 7. He is reading storybooks in his free time. He reads storybooks in his free time. 8. My father is buying me a new watch. My father bought me a new watch. 9. I have broken my leg when I was 10 years old. I broke my leg when I was 10 years old. 10. Did you not finish the work yet? Have you not finished the work yet? 11. He learns English because he is wanting to work in a multinational company. He is learning English because he wants to work in a multinational company. 12. I am thinking it goes to rain soon. I think it is going to rain soon. 13. I watched TV when the phone was ringing. I was watching TV when the phone rang. 14. My brother is needing a new bike, but he uses mine at the moment. My brother needs a new bike, but he is using mine at the moment. 15. When I had come home at night, my son had been doing his homework. When I came home at night, my son was doing his homework. 16. When the children were seeing the teacher, they entered the room. When the children saw the teacher, they entered the room. 17. We were not understanding what he says. We did not understand what he said. 18. I really don't knew why I was here. I really don't know why I am here. 19. They were in London. They have a great time. They are in London. They are having a great time. 20. We have gone to the doctor when we're ill. We go to the doctor when we are ill. We go to the doctor when are ill. Voice. Find the errors in the sentences and correct them. 1. The house was painting. The house was being painted. Number 1. The house was painting. The house was being painted. 2. He graduated from college last year. He was graduated from college last year. 3. The report is preparing by the team. The report is being prepared by the team. 4. It will be submitted to the manager once it completed. It will be submitted to the manager once it is completed. 5. The new policies introduced by the company last month. The new policies were introduced by the company last month. 6. They are spoken English very well. They speak English very well. 7. I hope he will be succeeded in his work. I hope he will succeed in his work. 8. He was handed me a check. He handed me a check. পৃষ্ঠা 285. 9. The novel is read well. The novel reads well. 10. They are asked me my name. They asked me my name. 11. The sudden noise was frightened us. The sudden noise frightened us. 12. The captive bound to a tree. The captive was bound to a tree. 13. He was kept me waiting. He kept me waiting. 14. The police were arrested him. The police arrested him. 15. I have invited to the party. I have been invited to the party. 16. The report was proved false. The report proved false. 17. The rumor seemed true. The rumor seems true. 18. We were seen with our eyes. We see with our eyes. 19. He was died of cancer. He died of cancer. 20. This work has done by that fellow. This work has been done by that fellow. 21. She was disappeared from the house. She disappeared from the house. 22. His work has translated into more than 50 languages. His work has been translated into more than 50 languages. 23. Law should abide by us. Law should be abided by us. 24. It suggests that we should stay here. It is suggested that we should stay here. 25. The case is looking into by the police. The case is being looked into by the police. Phrasal verbs. Find the errors in the sentences and correct them. 1. I came about an interesting article while browsing the internet. I came across an interesting article while browsing the internet. 2. I turned out the job offer because it didn't meet my expectations. I turned down the job offer because it didn't meet my expectations. 3. He ran off time and couldn't complete his presentation. He ran out of time and couldn't complete his presentation. 4. He looked upon his younger brother while his parents were out. He looked after his younger brother while his parents were out. 5. My brother turned up the light to do his work. He turned on the light to read the book. 6. I don't know where he came to this thing. I don't know where he came by this thing. 7. I am looking after the book that you gave me yesterday. I am looking for the book that you gave me yesterday. 8. They had to call on the match because of the rain. They had to call off the match because of the rain. 9. We didn't expect so many people to turn on for the event. We didn't expect so many people to turn up for the event. 10. The meeting was put out until next week. The meeting was put off until next week. 11. He was brought out in a poor family. He was brought up in a poor family. 12. They have carried up the orders of their boss. They have carried out the orders of their boss. 13. Our plan worked on well. Our plan worked out well. 14. He stood out me in my difficult days. He stood by me in my difficult days. 15. Every man has to account on his own actions. Every man has to account for his own actions. 16. His health is getting worse, so he has to give in smoking. His health is getting worse, so he has to give up smoking. 17. It was getting dark, he turned out the lights. It was getting dark, he turned on the lights. 18. Please bear out me a moment while I finish this work. Please bear with me a moment while I finish this work. 19. The noise gradually died off. The noise gradually died away. 20. It is impossible to get up with him. It is impossible to get along with him. Prishtha 286. Preposition. Find the errors in the sentences and correct them. 1. They do not arrive to work until 10 o'clock. They do not arrive at work until 10 o'clock. 2. I prefer tea than coffee. I prefer tea to coffee. 3. This thing is different than that car. This thing is different from that car. 4. The little child fell off from the top step. The little child fell off the top step. 5. I was angry at my friend. I was angry with my friend. 6. He is absent at the meeting. He is absent from the meeting. 7. He is in the committee. He is on the committee. 8. He was born from rich parents. He was born of rich parents. 9. He was appointed in the post. He was appointed to the post. 10. He blamed the accident on me. He blamed me for the accident. 11. The train stops on all stations. The train stops at all stations. 12. I want to buy a camera to my brother. I want to buy a camera for my brother. 13. He will be here at about 10 o'clock. He will be here at 10 o'clock. He will be here about 10 o'clock. 14. I arrived to school in 10:30 in the morning. I arrived at school at 10:30 in the morning. 15. I differ from him to that point. I differ with him on that point. 16. He had a need and interest for politics. He had a need for and interest in politics. 17. He is responsible to the project and he is working hard about it. He is responsible for the project and he is working hard on it. 18. She is married with a teacher who lives at another city. She is married to a teacher who lives in another city. 19. He works daily since morning to night. He works daily from morning till night. 20. He is good in playing tennis. His coach is always impressed on his performance. He is good at playing tennis. His coach is always impressed with his performance. 21. Rahul decided to carry out tennis but give in football. Rahul decided to carry on tennis but give up football. 22. It is difficult to bring on the meaning of one sentence. It is difficult to bring out the meaning in one sentence. না বাবা, মিটিয়ে দেওয়াই ভালো, ওর যে চলবে। আবার পড়ছি। Gerund. Find the errors in the sentences and correct them. Number 3. He has no excuse to be late. He has no excuse for being late. 4. I am looking forward to see you soon. I am looking forward to seeing you soon. 5. I could not help to say it. I could not help saying it. 6. I look forward to hear from you. I look forward to hearing from you. 7. I dislike you to go there. I dislike your going there. 8. I do not mind to have a cup of tea. I do not mind having a cup of tea. 9. I like the reading books and the writing of poems. I like reading books and writing poems. 10. He insisted on going there alone. He insisted on going there alone. 11. He worked without having stopped. 11. Answer. He worked without stopping. 12. I don't remember to have seen him. I don't remember seeing him. I don't remember having seen him. 13. It's no use to cry like a baby. It's no use crying like a baby. 14. I have no difficulty to do it. I have no difficulty in doing it. 15. I had the pleasure to meet him. I had the pleasure of meeting him. পৃষ্ঠা 288. Indirect speech. Find the errors in the sentences and correct them. 1. The teacher asked me why I am so late. The teacher asked me why I was so late. 2. She said that the sun rose in the east. She said that the sun rises in the east. 3. He asked if I am absent the day before. He asked if I was absent the day before. 4. She requested me to help me. She requested me to help her. 5. The general ordered the troops march forward. The general ordered the troops to march forward. 6. The man always says that I am old now. The man always says that he is old now. 7. He promised that he will be there. He promised that he would be there. 8. She asked if she shall open the packet. She asked if she would open the packet. 9. He asked me where was I going. He asked me where I was going. 10. I asked him what was he doing that time. I asked him what he was doing that time. 11. He told that he wanted to go home. He said that he wanted to go home. 12. She said me that she would do the work. She told me that she would do the work. 13. I said him to wash his hands. I told him to wash his hands. 14. I suggested that the teacher revised the last lesson. I suggested that the teacher revise the last lesson. 15. Doctors recommend that the little children don't eat fast food. Doctors recommend that the little children not eat fast food. 16. My doctor advised me see a neurologist. My doctor advised me to see a neurologist. 17. He told me don't open the door. He told me not to open the door. 18. He asked his brother, why did you go there? He asked his brother why he had gone there. 19. The man asked me where did I live. The man asked me where I lived. 20. The customer asked how much this computer costs. The customer asked how much that computer cost or costed. 21. I don't know what time is it. I don't know what time it is. 22. He said his friend to wait there for him. He told his friend to wait there for him. 23. He urges that the restrictions were lifted. He urges that the restrictions be lifted. 24. He asked what happens. He asked what happened. 25. He asked me if I can lend him some money. He asked me if I could lend him some money. 26. He told me that his computer will be repaired. He told me that his computer would be repaired. 27. He told me that he would email. আবার পড়ছি 27. He told me that I will email you tomorrow. He told me that he would email me the next day. 28. He said that he is working hard. He said that he was working hard. 29. He said that he finished the report. He said that he had finished the report. 30. She said that she has to or must find a solution. She said that she had to find a solution.